Alright, so we are just 3 days away from Chapter 6 Season 2 Lawless, and we got one of the best, if not the best, cinematic reveal gameplay trailers I have ever seen in Fortnite. But the fact that they released it this early is just insane. So normally with these type of trailers, they release either the day before if it gets leaked or the day of. And yet here we are 3 days out and we've got the full trailer revealed. So it's got a lot of new additions to point out. It's got a catchy rap song in it. It's just one of the most well done trailers I've seen yet, like I said. So let's break this down. This is actually take 2 for me because I recorded the entire thing. It took me 45 minutes and then the audio got all messed up. It was like robotic, glitched out of its mind, so I'm disappointed. So I'm gonna take 2 on this and hopefully get it right this time. So we start off with this nice scenic view of the mountains, and they're no longer snow covered, but instead they're covered in gold. So they first drop us with the title card. It says Lawless right in the smack dab center. And then we get a gradual view of the new crime city, or the Crimson City. You can see the big bank right there. There's 2 characters. Let's pause it right here. So there are quite a few things to see in this image alone. So on the right, look at that. It says RA and then presumably an M. That is a Dodge Ram truck. There's going to be a Dodge Ram collaboration, which is awesome. I think they're actually just called Ram now. I don't think they are called Dodge anymore. I used to own a Ram. Now I have a Chevy Silverado. Still another vehicle, which is going to be amazing. And then look at what's on the left. That is a Mustang Shelby GT500. So that further confirms the Fast and Furious leaks. If you're a fan of Fast and Furious, you will recognize that. So 2 great car collaborations right off the rip here in this trailer. So the bank door explodes, which also destroys the title card. And then we zoom into the debris and the explosion, and look who's running amok in here. It's none other than Big Dill himself. So he's got his robbery shiesty on. He's got this awesome weapon in his hand. He's got the 90s gold chain, and he's got a duffel bag full of money, which I think might be his actual back bling. So Big Dill raises his hands triumphantly here. He thinks he's reigned supreme. And then all of a sudden, boom, he gets absolutely demolished by an armored truck. So then we kick off the music video aspect of this trailer, and this is my favorite part. So this reminds me of MTV back in the day. And then in particular, they mimic the Beastie Boys. So some of you may be a little too young to know who they were or are, but one of their best songs had a music video just like this perspective right here. It's like they set the camera on the ground and then they're kneeling right next to it. They're rapping. They're having a great time. That's just what this video does. It definitely reminds me of an older MTV music video. So you can see it says Tasty Boys featuring Back Chat. The song is called Run Amok. And hey, I used that earlier. I literally said Run Amok without even knowing this. How cool is that? So then we get back to the action and Big Dill is sliding down the front of the armored truck that just hit him. And look at this, it bumps. They literally ran him over the tires. He flew under the tires and it bumped the whole vehicle as it ran him over. That is crazy. So then the white-haired lady takes the duffel bag full of gold and says, "Don't mind if I do, I'll take that. Thanks very much, big fella." Puts it in here. And then we go back to the music video aspect. We got Big Dill rapping with the hot dog skin wearing the hot chain. And then we're driving down the road with the armored vehicle, and here's the cone-headed lady. So let's pause it right here because she has apparently a cel-shaded style. Now in the other reveals that we got, there's still images of course, but she's not cel-shaded. So that tells me that she has 2 styles, a non-cel-shaded one, and as you can see here, an anime one. So I saw a lot of people say this saves the skin, but I thought she was a fine skin in and of herself. She looks great. But I guess if you're a big fan of the cel-shaded aspect, you're going to have that, and if you're not, well, you don't have to run that style. So she's got the returning sticky grenade launcher right here. She fires off a few rounds here, and then the white-haired lady tries to swerve and avoid all the incoming projectiles. We go back to the music video aspect. You can again see the awesome Big Dill chain around his neck. And then we got a nice perspective of this sticky grenade, and splat, right on the windshield. The white-haired lady's face gets bamboozled, she loses control, and the entire vehicle explodes. But the cone-headed lady is not fearful at all. She drops her gun and gets ready to receive the duffel bag, which comes flying right into her hands. How awesome is that? However, she turns to make a getaway and boom! She hands it off to Barry Sanders coming 99 miles per hour. She's like, what the heck? So this was heisted by this Battle Pass skin. We go back to the music video aspect. Big Dill's rapping, hot dog skin's jumping up and down, excited. Big Dill's pointing. We can see the hotel in the background. with some nice vehicles as well. And then the new owner of the duffel bag makes a tight turn on her motorcycle. She's racing through this tunnel. She's got a clear exit in front of her, but she stumbles upon a llama. And look at what the llama's got attached to him. It almost looks like C4, but it's not. This is the new thermite, or the data miners called it meltonite. So I can't wait to use this item, but as you can see, he's got multiple ones strapped on, so it's going to be a big bada boom for sure. She can't escape the blast because she realizes too late what it is, and boom, the entire tunnel explodes. And look at this, even the llama's head comes flying off. Our pets' heads are flying off, and the duffel bag slides right to the feet of this Adidas-wearing character. Who is it, though? We don't know, but he turns and runs for his life as a flaming tire comes rolling in the foreground. Then we go back to the music video. Big Dill and Hot Dog Skin are still rapping. Then we've got a new area on full display here. This looks like an underground mining excavation type area. It reminds me of the Donkey Kong Country minecart level. I think it was called Minecart Carnage. But there's no minecart here. Instead, there's a grind rail that you can fly through. And you can see the specks of gold in the cave, which is kind of cool. Now let's pause it right here. So this part is blurry because it never comes fully in focus, but you can see an SMG and a shotgun in the left case, and then what appears to be a double barrel shotgun in the right case. Now, I'm not sure what this is. I don't know if you can just pick those off the walls or if it's some kind of attachment bench. I don't know what this is. But then we fade over here, and this creepy giant Dollar General Master Splinter skin, which is actually a possum, beckons this other guy to come here. So you can see his outfit says boom. He's got either some thermite or some dynamite around his belt and a big grenade. But he is a creepy character. Look at his eyes. So then we got the reveal of this character right here with his big old boomstick. And in the background, we see another one of these cases, and that reveals the mammoth pistol. So that 100% is coming back. We kind of already knew that from a few teasers yesterday. So I don't know what these cases are. So he gets his shotgun ready, and then we go to a little bit of gameplay here. So he comes soaring cinematic style over the explosions in the background. And this is where he pulls out the brand new dual-wielded weapons. So a lot of people are saying this is dual-wielded shotguns. So that looks like a sawed-off shotgun on the right. But as you'll see, the thing on the left is not a shotgun. So he shows a little bit of his edits here. And then when he slides, look when he shoots. So that 100% is a full auto weapon. That is not two shotguns like some people are saying. So shotgun in the right hand, some kind of SMG in the left. And he eliminates this guy with the SMG aspect of it. You can see an armored vehicle drive by, and then it explodes in a fireball right there. And then we've got a laser weapon. This guy is shooting a laser beam at him from his laser gun. This guy jumps right on him and uses the shotgun aspect of the dual wield. So it looks like you can fire one or the other, maybe. I don't know. And then we've got the thermite blowing up the builds right here, and it reveals none other than Midas with his double barrel shotgun as the background explodes. He loads that up. He looks pretty clean. He's got a lot of gold aspect to him, of course. He's got the golden touch, like I said. And then we've got the Mortal Kombat collab creeping in the back alley over here. So you can see his mythic ability on full display. His hands have become fully iced. So he's got an ice slide and then an ice spear right there. Then we go back to Big Dill and the hot dog skin wrapping. And then this part of the trailer is awesome because it shows the new and improved train. It says Alpha. So let's pause it right here because there's a few things to point out. On the left, you can see the new drill item, which functions like the rocket ram. She's literally flying right there. And then more importantly, the turret on the train. So I don't know if these are just going to be automated turrets or if you can actually man them and shoot while the train is in motion. So it looks like there's at least 3 turret spots. So maybe there's a way to access them because only the first spot has the turret in it. You can see the other 2 are empty. So I don't know exactly how this is going to work. Maybe you control something on the train and that brings the turrets out and they won't shoot you, but they'll shoot everyone else. Or like I said, maybe you can man them. I don't know. But this part is really cool because the hot dog skin throws some thermite on this hatch and then it blows up. We've got a Big Dill perspective here and you can literally go inside the train now. How crazy cool is that? So before, obviously, the train was just an open aspect, but now it's all enclosed. You can go inside it. You have to detonate your way in. And then we've got a nice perspective of the Big Dill skin here. You can actually see his aim down sights. And this appears to be a new SMG of sorts. So then he also pulls out some kind of sniper or marksman rifle, and it has an adjustable scope. He zooms in and snipes this guy. So that's kind of cool. I didn't see really anyone mention that, but I think it's more of a marksman rifle than a sniper. And then we go back to the rappers here. They bump into each other, and then we go to the gray-haired or the white-haired lady. She's got a thermite charge. She throws it at this bank vault. So here's where we get a view of 3 of the new items. So on the left is the drill, which again functions like the rocket ram, but you can also drill into these vaults. Then we got the thermite in the middle, which of course is going to blow up and do fire damage, but it can also break into things, as you saw from the train, as well as this image on the vault. And then the laser gun on the right, which we saw people use earlier as a weapon, and it looks like you can also laser your way into the vault. So it appears there's multiple ways to break into vaults and other things that need to be exploded. And then she eventually opens it, and we go inside, and there's 2 big deal medallions. So I'm not exactly sure what these are going to do, but if they function like the medallions from this season or last season or any season, they're going to be pretty valuable. I just don't understand why there would be 2 in the same vault, especially if they do the same thing. So I'm not sure about that aspect, but there's 1 single chest in there. There's tons of gold bars in the background. Check that out. And then look who creeps up behind her. Absolutely terrifying, googly-eyed possum. But look what he's got. A new melee weapon, an electric baseball bat. So this is going to be interesting. I can't wait to see how much damage this thing does. But he Jose Cansecos her, bam! And this is my favorite part of the entire trailer. I didn't notice this on first glance because it happened so fast. So obviously we've got the rap perspective here again. We've got the big dill and the hot dog skin, but look at the background. The white-haired lady is just soaring above from that hit from the electric baseball bat. I was dying when I first saw that. He hit her so hard, she flew out of the bank vault all the way through the sky. That's just a nice touch, and I was cracking up. That little possum's got some power behind his swing. Holy cow. He hit a home run cross map for sure with that one. Now, I forgot to mention, we also get a few views in the background of that pig with the chef's hat on, and I was trying to read what that said in a previous teaser. We could see the piggin, but we couldn't see the other word, but it's actually piggin pinch. Pig in pinch. And that's because the chef up there has a crab speared on his little toothpick type thing. So, pig in pinch. Then we got to look at this mining POI, which of course is brand new. In the top right, it says Alpha Mining Company. So this kind of looks like a modernized Shifty Shafts, if you will. But it looks pretty good to me. And I assume we can go underground because, again, we saw that earlier with the grind rails in the cave. So not too shabby there. We've got 2 new skins creeping up on somebody in here. So I thought I kind of recognized that yellow skin before, but I'm pretty sure it's brand new. And then we've got a Doberman dog skin, and they both have baseball bats as well. But who are they creeping up on? Well, it's none other than the googly-eyed rat. Or in this case, he's actually a possum. So he runs right into the brick wall of these 2 thugs, and he falls backwards, looking up. I'm surprised they didn't have him play dead here, because possums, of course, play dead all the time. At first, I thought he was, but he gets up with his creepy whiskers and his googly eyes. And then these 2 guys say, "Thanks for the loot, kid," and take the duffel bag. So then we've got another new POI here. This is the Golden Mansion. And look at that vehicle in the front. That looks amazing. Gold rims, gold car body. I don't know what kind of car that is, but it looks sharp. So these 2 guys are obviously bad guy henchmen. You can see the NPCs guarding the front of the mansion as well. So that screams big villain boss in this mansion. And that's the reveal we get next. So check this out right here. There's 4 golden dog statues below his desk. He's got an old-fashioned phone on his desk, a big portrait of himself up top, and a big old fireplace. So this has got to be the main villain of this season. They chuck the duffel bag full of gold bars on the desk. He turns around slowly with his dripped-out appearance. Look at all the gold around him and stuff. And then we get a face reveal, and he is terrifying. And he gets a big old waft of that gold, which is kind of weird. Takes a big smell and then looks menacingly at the camera and growls. And then we go straight in to the title card. Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 2, Lawless. Deal with it. How insane was that trailer? So a lot of people were hating on this season just from the teasers we got, but this teaser trailer should remove any doubts you had about this season being bad because it looks great to me. So there you go. That's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated, and don't forget to use my supporter creator code, which is Tabor time.